Hey everybody, this is American Nana. This is just a quick little video. I do apologize again that I'm in the wind tunnel. I was just making sure that I'm sorry. I was making sure that I had it on the lowest. Um, yeah, I've tried going in the house. You know what? I'm gonna put a picture in here. It's not gonna show the baby's face. I don't want to show her face. And I'm going to tell you what the picture is. It is, you'll see this stripe in there. Those are my legs or part of my body. And then the baby in my lap with the iPad watching her cartoons while I was supposed to be able to do something. I was trying to read my embroidery machine directions before I turn it on. And I happened to snap a picture so that I can show you what I mean by I'm a magnet. Or I'm her magnet, I don't know. I love her dearly, but sometimes Nana needs just a little space. So, now I've forgotten what I was saying. Gotta love getting old. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, and I'm not even gonna edit that because to me editing is challenging. So at least you know, yeah, I'm just scatterbrained. But what I'm going to show you, I'm going to share the clip where Paul O'Keefe talks about that they're going to retry this case because the truth is on their side. After he sat through the testimony and the evidence and the lack thereof of evidence, and then he also said that he feels that, you know, people were duped, they were wrong, and they just don't want to admit it. I, for one, have absolutely no problem admitting when I'm wrong. You see, as long as I am breathing, and as long as I am walking on this earth, I'm not going to get everything right. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. So, but I do have opinions, and I'm not really sure my opinions. I guess you could disagree with them, but they can't be wrong because they're mine. So, the townspeople in Canton have been crying out for some time, it appears. And to show that, I've got a couple of clips from the select board meeting. Now, I think I would call them town hall meetings, but select board is a better choice of words for their town hall meetings because just the select board decides. They don't listen to the townsfolk. And I don't know what was going on, but they even hauled one guy out just because he was being mouthy, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry, they said he was being disrespectful. While Christopher Albert still sits on that board. Yeah. Christopher Albert, I believe, only spent 6 months in jail. I believe it was 20 years ago. Killed a foreign exchange student, drunk driving. Fled the scene and injured another person in the car. Intent. He intentionally hid. He intentionally ran. But Auntie Bev's brother defended him, and he spent 6 months.
looking ahead?
Yeah, I mean, they were disappointed in the outcome, but Adam said, he goes, we're just going to do it again. He goes, I'll start tomorrow. So they're confident. They have the truth on their side. Unfortunately, if you pay high-powered attorneys enough and put enough lies out there, you start influencing people to the point where there's just no turning back. Mm-hmm. I think people just don't want to admit that they were wrong or duped.
Canton did nothing wrong. No witness intimidation. Absolute fraud.
2 seconds.
Justice for Peter Berger.
Up and down the sidewalk. 2 seconds.
You'll beat my face.
Okay, so look, we have a lot of issues in this town. We have a leadership problem in this town. Mr. Albert, I don't know. I guess you can just do whatever you want because there's no consequences, and it's a bad look for us. So I'm just trying to be brief. I do want to let this town know that we have a hero in this town. That is Lucky Lothring.
Attaboy.
We were told to wait for the trial and to form opinions after the trial. We have listened for 9 weeks for this trial, and we heard 28 days of storytelling and 1 day from the defense with credible witnesses. We know what happened. We know we have a leadership problem. Lucky is the one hero from Canton who told the truth. And for the people in this town who speak out, we have paid personal sacrifices, and I know Lucky has paid personal sacrifices too, because that's what comes with telling the truth. It has cost us relationships with our loved ones. It has cost our loved ones relationships with their loved ones. It has rippled and ripped families apart. That is why we are divided. We need more Lucky Lothrings in this town. And I ask all of you tonight to go rise to the challenge of Lucky Lothring. Vote like Lucky Lothring. Vote your heart. Vote your truth. When it comes to the police chief's contract, please, it could be career ending. A yes vote could be career ending. Please do the right thing. We want to work with you.
Thank you. Rita! Great job, Rita! Great job, Rita! Great job, Rita! You're beautiful, Rita!
Next on the agenda, public hearing to request modifications to the 7th Amendment.
You need to tell me that roll call vote.
Settle down. I'm going to ask you to leave.
Roll call vote.
Settle down. I'm going to ask you to leave.
It's just a simple statement.
Are you serious?
Go ahead. You mean to tell me you're going to make this decision without hearing from the residents of this community?
No, I am not. In fact, I told you the exact opposite of that.
Because you're racist. You're a racist person.
Calm down. Please make a motion.
I'm not going to calm down when I've achieved that called me a nigger. I'm going to be shot in the head.
All right, Mr. Delgado, you're being disrespectful.
No, you're being disrespectful. You're not being disrespectful to me.
Mr. Delgado,
You are being disrespectful to me.
please ask me to leave.
Mr. Chairman, please,
I'm not a...
you don't have to listen to us. Please
Mr.
just
Delgado,
let
you have
us
to
speak.
leave.
Oh my God.
Please just let us speak.
I'm not a nigger.
I am not calling you that.
Yeah, but John Connolly, referee, chief medical official, came for me. Sharon Police is the witness.
Thank you.
You are a racist SOB with John Connolly. I'm not a nigger. Not a nigger.
This is bullshit. Mr. Chairman, I move the board approve a 1-year personal contract for the police chief.
Why can't you have a roll call vote?
Made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Abstained? The vote passes 3-1-1.
Point of order. Who? What was the vote?
Why can't the town vote?
3-1-1.
3-1-1 vote.
We're paying taxes. We don't vote. The taxpayers would like a roll call vote. We just heard a roll call. The taxpayers would like a roll call vote.
Voted for who?
So Mr. Colley, myself, and Mr. McCord voted in favor.
Why can't you have a roll call vote?
It's not necessary.
You do for other items. Why can't you have a roll call vote for this critically important public safety decision?
So the vote was made in a public meeting. It is public who voted.
Why can't
public
you do
who
a roll
abstained.
call vote?
I don't see the
I
point.
don't see the point.
A roll call vote is not necessary for
The
this.
taxpayers will pay for it like you put your
We have a leadership problem in this town. Mr. Albert, I don't know. I guess you can just do whatever you want because there's no consequences. And it's a bad look for us. So I'm just trying to be brief. I do want to let this town know that we have a hero in this town. That is Lucky Lofgren. We love... We were told to wait for the trial and to form opinions after the trial. We have listened for 9 weeks for this trial, and we heard 28 days of storytelling and 1 day from the defense with credible witnesses. We know what happened. We know we have a leadership problem. Lucky is the one hero from Canton who told the truth. And for the people in this town who have speak out, we have paid personal sacrifices, and I know Lucky has paid personal sacrifices too, because that's what comes with telling the truth. It has cost us relationships with our loved ones. It has cost our loved ones relationships with their loved ones. It has rippled and ripped families apart. That is why we are divided. We need more Lucky Lofgrens in this town. And I ask all of you tonight to rise to the challenge.
Sorry, it just goes that way in my house. So, the clips that I played, you can find the select board meetings on the Young Jerks. And then the other channel, I think it's Mazza, and his comes up. So I know you probably are going to see them both in the videos. And you know, what I can ask now is anyone that is watching and concerned for what's happening in one of our states, in the United States, let's see if we can help them. Bring them into the correct year. Bring them into the correct country. Maybe I shouldn't say just. I mean, I'm flabbergasted that the laws are so ancient. So my apologies for everything else that I said if it offends anybody, but people in Canton, they need help. They need laws changed. They need law enforcement officers changed. And anyone involved in the investigation into the Karen Reed case that was willing to not stand up and say, somebody had to see something. Somebody has to know of what was done. But I don't think anybody's got the integrity to stand up and say so. Excuse me. I will say, Trooper Proctor is not the only one that needs to be fired. The big wig, you know, making the big announcement of how that's not how things are going to go. And I believe what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a word. They all need to be replaced. That's it. Every last one of those people in that chat either worked under, with, or above him. Not one single person pulled him off the case. You know, he got on that stand and said he had all this evidence and he made all these decisions. No, you did not. You had zero evidence when you went to see Miss Reed at her dad's. Zero. What you did have was a busybody in her story. What you did have was a crime scene that was not even investigated. And every last one of you that said, well, nobody should go into his house. I see no reason. I mean, I'm here to tell you, if that were my house, are you going to tell me that the police would allow people in, out, and have a conversation? They would have found a way to get a warrant for my home and to search it, especially knowing that Karen Reed told them she left her boyfriend there and he never came home. But we're going to just ignore that statement because it doesn't fit our narrative. So, Karen Reed's fight is not over, and nor is the evidence. And we can keep on looking at it. And I've got to go now because got some activity in the house. Come out, look at me, and go back in. So that way he'll know that, that I'm off. So please, that I just want people to see this, and I'm so sorry for those that even when all the evidence and the lack thereof was presented, that you didn't find a clear answer. As those of us with no preconceived notions were able to come to the determination, Karen Reed has been railroaded. Karen Reed has been put through hell for no reason. All because she dropped her boyfriend off at a party that he wanted to go to. And if you're blaming her for that, I don't know what to say.